Now, the book Evil, old how the manual How to Be Evil by Black Cat had a lot of chapters. I think a total of 12 chapters, but each chapter actually deals with a sort of direction of how to be evil, specifically how to get a car, your own cave, your own henchmen, or the reason your origin become like this. You have a different answer for every single section. But there is a section 8 or chapter 8, who describes how you take your hillbilly hero and take him down, even that the hero has a lot of tricks to screw you over becoming a good person. It's a lie, believe me, I have been there. Of course, before I actually get started, I have to mention two things. One, every single translation I do to How to Be Evil or the Manual of Evil by Black Cat will be translated kind of roughly because, let's face it, translating something to Spanish to English had to do a lot of changes. So, if I have made a certain sentence that doesn't make sense, I try to rearrange it to make it sense, even that it's not the same sentence of the original, just to make that clear. Second of all, this is the first time on my channel. If you have no idea what's going on, How to Be Evil or the Manual of Being Evil by Black Cat is a special cartoon had built of lore how this universe is created and how to be sort of evil to feed the peace, the organization of heroes. Because of this, he started this book, How to Be Evil Manual, to convince you to buy his products and help you defeat your hero. And today we're talking about Chapter 8, a specific section, How to Not Be Convinced or Change, Becoming Your Own Ways, against your own hero every single trick it delivers. Now, before I actually really get started, my name is Recho. I like to talk about animation, not just animation. I like to do reviews, first impressions, cartoon theories, and sometimes, if I have some spare time, cartoon breaking news. Of course, you'll like how it's going and like to help my channel, put a like, comment, and subscribe. That's the only thing you need to do. If not, that's fine. But if you do, thank you. Because of you, I am getting close to my main goal of 2,000 subscribers. And yes, I am getting close every single day because of people like you who could like, comment, and share. Now let's break down of chapter 8 of the section how you take your own hero and make sure he doesn't convince you to become good. Now let's get started. Now chapter 8 specifically explained by using 3 experienced villains in the villains universe, who will be Dr. Flood, Dementia, and the Nipple Baby, and the people who hate Bessie Dark Faggot Jr., who we all know doesn't deserve the status he has. But besides that, the first type of hero is you have to face, specifically sort of like example, Messit, the redemption hero, that the hero who convince you to be good, be trustworthy. In fact, her secret technique of all to make sure you become a good person. Say, I was like you. I understand you. There is a better way. And that's a lie. That's a secret technique every hero will use to convince you to become good. Second technique she used is her song. Third technique also depends on the hero. Some people use smoke, music, or weapon to basically not to fully hurt you, just to fully control you, and sort of can have full control the situation to actually deactivate the acceleration of the moment, to convince you to love her and convince you to become good. And then finally, the final technique to finish you off, that will be basically give you respect so the others will give you respect, understand the situation you put yourself, become a better person. And that's a lie. In this chapter, we teach you of 3 experienced villains to tackle that specific hero. Now, the first villain we'll explain will be Dr. Flood. His response is basically ignore whatever she says or he says, even that opposed to the hypocritical things she says and using her history against her every word she says. But even that, make sure the sentence or speech she says has some flaws. Look for them. They could actually breaking down and show her hypocrisy who she really is. Even that fails, before she continues talking, beat her up before she actually makes the same sentence. It also, FYI, has extra protection, extra armor, and make sure all the radios are shut down because she will actually call for backup. Believe me, this is actually a lesson you will learn the hard way. Now, our second experienced villain be Dementia. Her response, let me think about it. How to stop her to convince me to become a good person. Oh yeah, put my foot in her ass all the way to the top. The Dementia guaranteed. Now, a third member whose experience of villains is Dark Vader Jr., and he responded, very simple to tackle that type of hero. It's that put yourself in the field position and stop crying, and ignore whatever that person says. Guarantee it always works for me. Thank you, Dark Phantom. Your experience of not doing anything is always super impressive. But besides that being so sarcastic and failing, let's talk about the second type of hero you made in the field would be like Detective Weldon, the detective hero. Someone who is like Sherlock Holmes or Bessie Watson, who actually convince you and give you logic to take you down. Of course, Dr. Flood explained his point of view how to take down someone like him. That type of hero are very rare, so you have no chance to actually meet it, at least in your own career. But this type of hero is very psychological, not physical. The only way to defeat him is the fact you just study him and mock him every single move he does, so one up him so you have control of the whole battle, doing the bestly intelligent face-off of that type of hero. Of course, Dementia responded for this specific answer or specific hero, saying, "This is how smart he is after put my foot on his own ass when the sun doesn't shine that bright." Of course, Dementia guaranteed. Now, the response of Dark Family Jr. He responds to tackle this sort of scenario is, I give it insult, he giving back the same insult. This point, I have nothing to say, so I put himself in a curveball, put in a corner, and stop crying. And keep crying for my mommy and daddy. Always successful. Of course, there are type of different heroes like Boozer, the muscle hero, who has no common sense. The only he knows, he put his fist in your face to take out the villain. Of course, this type of heroes are very dangerous, and our expertise will show you how to take this type of hero. Of course, Dr. Funk responds to this sort of solution is the fact is a muscle hero. He doesn't really think. Put in a trap and pull him inside a hole. Let him actually face his most dangerous enemy, that be his intelligence. Make sure he gets tired in specific places that he had to really think his scenario because he cannot really think. This is the only way to take this type of hero because his greatest enemy is thought. Facing this is the only reason you can take him down, not physical. Because let's face it, face him face to face is a waste of time. And because he is so physical, you will never punch him or dig a dent of his chesty muscles. So the only way to take him down is a intelligent way, and just be calm and patient. Now, Dementia responded her own answer saying, "Oh, he's strong, but not strong as me." Of course, you find out how strong as you punch him more than twice. Or if the finishing move, put my foot on his ass, because that always works for me. Dementia's guaranteed. Now, Dark Panther Jr. responded saying, "Oh, very simple. Hide building, stay to the building, pull in a corner, put yourself in position, do not move, make a noise, and start crying with your mommy and daddy. And believe me, the less you move, the less the hero actually realize where you are, because that always worked for me. The Phantom guaranteed." Well, that's it. Now, to be really honest, that I hope my translation was good enough because sometimes that's how they write in Spanish is 10 times funnier than actually English. I have to kind of change it because Dr. Fuck, Dementia, and Doc Vanner Jr., how they sort of set up is sort of set up in punchline because of Doc Vanner Jr. or Dementia. But I feel I kind of messed up a little bit. Hopefully the jokes kind of landed or at least enough to understand the scenarios what they saying. Even that, the chapter 8 has more stuff to actually talk about in this book on how to be evil, or the manual of evil by Black Cat. Even that just is sort of the tip of the iceberg because it's so much more interesting things like how to get henchmen, what type of henchmen, also what kind of building you have, or even your origins. It's quite really fascinating how much thought Allen, the creator of Villainous, put to this book because he is a really comic book nerd because he knows all the group of people he hired knows every trope, every trick, every sort of theme you heard. It probably is in this book in a jokey way to do it. Hopefully I was kind of funny or at least understand what they're trying to say. I tried to change some of the words, but I feel it wasn't that funny. I do apologize. This is the best way I can do the translation. Hoping my next translation wasn't not as bad like the last one, but hopefully you did enjoy it. Yeah, I promise trying to not make it suck the next video of villainous. Now I got really nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.